And we are live. Good evening, everyone. Or should I say good afternoon, good morning, good night, depending on where you're tuning in from. My name is Nippon, and this is the Football for Thought podcast. Today, I am joined by Miss Ellie from THFC Till I Die TV, um, and also, yeah, how are you doing?
I'm all right. Thank you, Nippon. Thank you for having me on again. I really appreciate that. And I'm looking forward to the show and what you've got planned.
It's going to be a short one today because of how quiet football is, apart from the international break. England drew, Germany lost,
Yeah. I
Italy
know.
Italy drew
Yeah.
to the same team that stopped them from qualifying for the World Cup.
Yeah. I think
They
they
haven't been
don't
the
like
same.
our country anymore,
They
do they?
have they haven't been the same since the Euro final.
No, it's like they beat England, they beat us, and then they just went downhill from there.
You know what? I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Like Italy have got a very good tradition of winning major trophies, So for them to be down where they are now, struggling to beat a team that knocked them out of the World Cup, it's a big fall from grace for them, you know.
I
I,
know, no, but it's still hilarious. I mean,
you're not
the
you're
amount.
not in an Italian restaurant, are you?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Thank God.
I'm in a cosmopolitan bar.
Oh, okay, that's fine. You're fine. You won't be lynched by any Italians then.
No,
Yeah,
look,
so it
look.
can
The
only
amount
get
of
better
pain
for
I had to
them because
endure
it can't
from
get any worse.
the amount of people who shouted "It's coming Rome" to me on my
Oh
timeline.
no.
I was like, oh my god, they needed this. They needed this after that. I'm sorry. I
I
mean,
was
they can
work.
go.
Yeah, go on, Nippon.
I mean, they can just say, "Oh, we still won anyway. It doesn't matter if we didn't qualify." I'm sorry, that's not the mentality you should be having.
I know. I was working at a company at the time, right? And there was an Italian boy who hated football, really hated it with a passion. But as soon as they got to the final against England, he came alive. It was like he was reborn. And he suddenly loved football. And he was sticking up everything. He's coming Rome. He's coming Rome. Have I lost you, Nippon? Oh, there you are. Yeah,
I
he
bet
he
he
kept.
gave you, and I bet he gave you a
Yeah,
hard time.
yeah, because he knew that I was Greek, but I support England. I was born in England, and I've got English heritage as well. He put it everywhere, and there was another English girl who worked there who absolutely loved football, and he would put pictures of Italy and the Italian flag all around the office. He made these paper Italian flags, and he put them on a string.
My God.
Yeah, it was good
Look,
fun though. It was good
look.
fun.
Like I had a colleague of mine. I mean, he's Scottish. He,
Right,
he he was a colleague of mine, and he hates football. But he was
right.
like, I hate football, but so long as England lose, I'm all. He's like he hates football, but he cares enough for England to lose.
Yeah, of course, because there's
Like
a big
basically,
big rivalry
remember
there between England
remember
and
when
Scotland.
England and Wales were playing each other?
Yeah,
We had the game on his iPad.
yeah.
All the brigade, everyone in the kitchen was supporting England on that day, but he was supporting Wales. He was the only one supporting Wales
Oh,
on that
okay.
day.
Do you know what? My abiding memory of England Scotland is when I was a young girl, and it was at Wembley, and it was that time when they it was a 1-1 draw, and they went on the crossbar, and they sat on the crossbar, and it snapped. And I just remember thinking, when you're young, you think, oh my God, you it's like something you've never seen before. Like football fans on the pitch, on the goalpost, and it snapped in half, and they all fell down. I couldn't
What
believe what I
the
was
English or the
seeing.
Scots?
Yeah, they actually they invaded the pitch, the Scottish fans, right? And they were so jubilant that that England hadn't beaten them, that they got on the crossbar and it broke, it snapped. You know, when you're little, you just think that's like, oh my God. As an adult, you think bloody idiots, hooligans. But when you're young, you think,
Everyone,
oh my God, that's amazing.
everyone. Look, the English have a look. Everyone paints the English in a bad light when it comes to hooliganism.
Yeah,
Trust me,
they do.
there's hooliganism much worse in other parts of the world as well.
Yeah, I've seen it in Cyprus, right? Oh my God. I went to a Cypriot match, right, Nippon. This is the God's honest truth, right? And there was barbed wire everywhere, barbed wire, so that you couldn't climb anywhere to, create havoc. But they pelted the police with bricks and bottles, like bottles of like big glass bottles. And they were pelting the police because they hated the police.
Why didn't the
Oh my
police just jump on them?
I know they did. I don't know what they didn't have a good relationship with the police. Just put it that way, and they showed their distaste. And it was like when the match started, it was an FA. It was like their FA Cup, and it was like crazy. The fans are like they're louder than. There's only 24,000 in the stadium, but it was like 124,000 were in there. The noise was incredible. Ah, I'll never forget it. I was an adult then. So, when I saw how they were behaving, I was disgusted actually. Because being from Greek heritage as well, it was quite shameful what they were doing, right? But it's got a lot better now, and the police are, they don't show themselves up in massive numbers at football matches
I
because
should
they
hope
know
so.
it
I
that
should
will cause
hope
a riot.
so.
Yeah.
And apparently the Spanish police have a bit of an agenda against English football fans.
Yeah, it's documented, isn't it? So, do you know what it is, right? I think they think that they're all going over there for trouble, but the majority of fans, we
They're to
know
have a
this,
good
Nippon,
time. They're to have
they're
a
good
good time.
football fans. They love football. They don't want to go and fight, but it's just that small element that spoil it for the rest of us,
Same
you
with
know.
those. Same with those England supporters who decided to racially abuse. Oh my! Mods, do your job.
Yeah. What you did you get a nasty comment come in?
Yeah, big up arrest. Big up.
Yeah.
Join. I'll send you the link.
Yeah.
Talk about United and how you bottled it to the scumbags.
Oh my God, that match went on forever, didn't it? Because they wanted more goals. That's why, because it was 8 minutes extra time and it was like 12 minutes and the referee has still not blown his whistle. So he played an extra 4 minutes on top of the 8 minutes, right? And then I think he finally blew it. Are you still there, Nippon? Or have you disappeared? Oh well, yeah, but I think that match, it was a really exciting match to watch. You're gone sideways now, Nippon. You're sideways. I think you have to go out and come back
I'm on
in.
my phone.
Yeah, but your face is sideways. Don't matter. It doesn't matter. Sideways Nippon is better than no Nippon. Right, but I was just saying about that match. It was a very exciting match, but I thought Man United were going to win it because when they scored and Garnacho's goal was ruled offside, I thought that was a bit harsh. But actually, Arsenal did deserve to win it, even as a Spurs fan. They did deserve to win it. I think you have to go out and come back in, Nippon, because you've frozen. I'll wait for you to come back in anyway. But that it was a very good match, but it was like a cat and mouse match, and Man United were playing very like Spurs did last season, where you just soak up the pressure and then hit them on the break, which is not the best way to play football, to tell you the truth, because you could be successful some of the time, but not all of the time. I was just saying about Arsenal, Man United styles, because Man United really played like Spurs were playing last season, like on the counter attack.
Big up, Niall.
Yeah.
Big up, Niall. Yes, Scotland got the win.
Noel Kane, yeah, I love that guy. He came into
Not
my ladies' show. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm not with THFC till I die anymore.
Oh, what happened?
No, I left because I wanted to do my own thing, and I've joined Kate on Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs every Wednesdays.
I
and
thought
then
that
I'm
was
on.
your channel. I thought
Yeah,
that was your channel.
No, I've left now, but because I wanted to do my own thing, and I've got a deal with another guy. You must know him. He's an Asian guy called Bobby on the Free Spurs Boys. Yeah, on Free Spurs Boys. So I'm going to do something with them, right? And I'm also on Sava's show, Football Heritage, every Monday with Kate. So yeah, I just thought I needed to do my own thing, Nippon. When you're in charge of your own destiny, like yourself, you do your own show. You've got more control over what you're doing and the content and everything like that. Yeah, so are you still there or are you gone again? Oh well, right. So I'm just saying, like on Sava's show, he's invited me and Kate every Monday. We're going to be on Football Heritage TV, which is a great show. It's gaining popularity as well, so it's getting lots of notoriety in the Spurs community, especially for its it's got fantastic content, but it's like sometimes it does lots of different shows, which it keeps his audience interested. Yeah. So what I was saying, Nippon, is that I like to have my own destiny, and when you're your own boss, you can wake up. If you want to do a stream, you do a stream. If you don't want to do a stream, that's your own call, isn't it?
Precisely. Also, big up Chelsea fan here.
Come on, Chelsea fan.
Thoughts and prayers go to all my brothers in Morocco.
Oh, that's so sad. What happened over there?
Of course.
Yeah. My future son-in-law is a Chelsea fan. They're like Chelsea and Spurs, his family, but him and his dad are Chelsea, and his mum. Yeah, so my daughter's getting married next year to the Chelsea fans. So we've got Chelsea fans in our family now.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good addition.
We can all we can all agree on something, that these Arsenal fans.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're deluded.
Deluded.
Yeah, they're deluded.
And I'll be here for when it all goes
pear-shaped.
All pear-shaped for them.
Do you know what though? It'd be nice for somebody else to win the Premiership, but not Arsenal.
Yeah, look. I'm usually the one for the underdog story. I always like an underdog.
Yeah.
But if Arsenal are the underdogs, I'd rather Man City dominate for the next 10 years. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, true. I'm with you on that one, Nipper. Being a big Spurs fan, I don't want Arsenal to win anything.
Exactly.
Not even the wood and the spoon race.
Of course.
We don't want them to win. But having said that, right, I don't want Man City to dominate for 10 years. I'd like to see other clubs win it, but not Arsenal.
Yes,
any other club but Arsenal. If it's Spurs, it's Spurs. If it's Chelsea, it's Chelsea.
Noel, I sent you the link if you want to join.
Come on, Noel. Come and join us. Yeah. He was really nice on the stream that I did. I was doing a watch along for the ladies for England women, and he came on, and it was me, myself, and my niece Drula. Yeah, I persuaded her to come on, which is good because my niece is quite camera shy, so she kept her camera off for most of the show. But she did open it for a few seconds just to say hi, hello. Yeah, so I big up Noel, big up, nice guy.
Noel, I need you to come on and give me your thoughts for the England-Scotland game tomorrow.
Oh my God, yeah, that's gonna be a big game, big game.
I think it's going to end in a draw.
That's what I think as well.
I think it's, but you have no idea how much I want to beat the Scots. I'll
I
be real.
know.
I mean, I have
I-
nothing against them, but the way they acted, it's Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, we played quite badly today against Ukraine. We weren't impressive at all. We had a bit of a stinker match, didn't we?
Hmm.
There
Oh,
was
Zayn Hani
flashes
says,
of good football, but nothing concrete.
Zayn Hani says Arsenal think they're better than they actually are. Facts.
Yeah.
Who do you support, Zayn?
Not all their fans are deluded. There are some fans that are realistic, but the majority, they sort of big
Yeah,
themselves up too much.
yeah. For example, there's only one Arsenal fan who I can actually stand.
Yeah.
His name's Lee Gunner.
Oh, I like Lee Gunner. Very nice guy. And he tells the truth as it is.
Exactly. And so many Arsenal fans hate him for it.
I know. They hate him because they say he's negative, but he's not negative. He just wants his club to be more competitive and actually deliver what they say they're going to deliver. You know,
Of course.
not yeah. Well, the thing is, the truth hurts sometimes, doesn't it, Nippon?
Yeah, it does. Oh, Zane's a Liverpool fan.
Oh,
Please,
lovely.
your team need to get their act back together and take over from Arsenal as the main competitors again.
Yeah. Well, they've started off very well, Liverpool, but their football hasn't been like up to what we expect of Liverpool. You know, they're nearly there. They're nearly there. They're starting to gel a little bit more because they've had a lot of new injections into the team and they've lost a lot of important players. But you know, it takes time. Yeah, and Klopp is a fantastic manager. He will bring Liverpool, but whether they reach Man City's level, that's another question. Because Man City are like the pinnacle now, aren't they?
Of course.
Yeah. Let's see who's going to challenge them this year. I think
Hopefully.
Liverpool will be there and thereabouts. I don't see Manchester United challenging them.
No, I don't see Man United challenging for anything until
No.
they change their owners.
That's true. But they
Because
said
these
they're staying
Glazers,
now. They said they're not selling because they take dividends out of the club, don't they?
I think it'll take a fan unrest for
Oh my
them to
God.
open their
They
eyes.
they had they have protests organised already to protest against them staying because they wanted them out. I mean, their protest is a lot bigger than Spurs' is protest, but I think our protest is
They
probably
managed
more
to get,
effective.
they managed to get their most important game of the season cancelled a few seasons
Yeah,
ago.
I know. Against Liverpool, wasn't it? At
Yeah,
home. Yeah. Because that's who they see as their rivals. They don't see Manchester City as their rivals. They just think they're just their noisy neighbour, don't they? But they've become more than noisy. They're winning
they're more
absolutely everything in sight.
Insane. Manchester United have produced more club statements than wins this season. And you know
Yeah,
what? They've had more scandals this season than wins.
I know. What with the Mason Mount thing,
Mason Greenwood.
and then was it Martinez just recently?
No, Mason Greenwood and Anthony.
So
Thoughts
not
on the whole?
Mason Mount, not Mason Mount, Mason Greenwood. Sorry, yeah, and Anthony. That's it. He was a bit of a naughty boy, I heard. But it's speculation with Mason Greenwood. He's not been convicted of anything, has he? But they've released
He
him.
he had, but that doesn't mean he's not guilty.
No, that's true. That is true, Nippon. I think I'm not going to say much on it, but I just feel that Manchester United did the right thing there. They did the right thing.
Yeah, in letting him go, and I hope he
Yeah,
never plays for them again.
yeah. And that's his boyhood club, isn't it? He grew up with Manchester United in the
Yeah, and then
academy.
he threw it all away by deciding to do something stupid.
Yeah,
I mean, the photos are there, the evidence is there, the transcripts are there.
yeah, yeah. True. The main thing is now Manchester United are in a big transition, and they haven't recovered from all the scandal and all the other things that go with Manchester United. The Ronaldo business as well. That was a bit of a crazy ass thing, wasn't it? Flipping hell.
Yeah. So yeah,
Ten
what?
Hag
So,
coming in, throwing his weight about.
so Niall asks thoughts on the whole Anthony situation.
Yeah, it's a bit of a strange one, isn't it? But I haven't read too much about it. I've just like seen some of the reports, right? But they've got to make a decision now, Manchester United, on another one of their players.
If they have any dignity, they will
Yeah,
release him,
yeah,
just like they did with Mason Greenwood. And when
yeah.
his loan at Getafe expires, who I think are a disgrace for allowing this
Mm,
move to happen in the first place.
yeah. And he hasn't been performing for them anyway, so he won't be a big loss. Do you know what I mean? He's flattered to deceive the player.
Look, the more I talk about Mason Greenwood, the angrier I get. So I'd like to
Yeah,
move from him.
yeah. Let's move on.
Yeah, so there's that. They've had more scandals in their clubs than they've had wins.
Yeah,
Scandal FC.
true. Because when they played us at White Hart Lane, I always call it White Hart Lane. I don't call it the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Right?
Me too.
They
Me too.
they were okay in the first half. They created quite a few chances, but they just didn't put them away. And then in the second half, we blew them away. It was we just battered them. We could have scored more goals as well than two,
Well,
but
Erik ten Hag does have a good record against Tottenham.
he does, but not in that game. We got our own back. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, really, he does. What you said that
No,
he
wait, wait,
doesn't
wait,
have.
wait, 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 wait. No, I got that completely wrong. His
He
record
does.
against Tottenham isn't that good.
No, it
You,
isn't. That's what I'm saying.
you knocked his Ajax team out of the
Yeah,
Champions League.
yeah, we beat
Sorry,
them in the semi-final. Yeah,
sorry. That's what I was meant to say.
they beat us. They beat us 2-0 at their ground last season, and then it was 2-2 at White Hart Lane. And this year we've beaten them already 2-0. So I think, and we beat Ajax as well. So really, we're winning 2-1 and 1 draw against Ten Hag.
Yeah, I was. Sorry, I got my. I got my thoughts completely mixed up. I was
It's all
meant to say
right.
he doesn't have a good record against Tottenham.
No, just that one win. That's all. But
I just
that game, we played quite well at their ground, but we played two in midfield. That's stupid. I'm not going to say stupid, but it was naive of Conte to put two in midfield against the four-man midfield of Man United. and it was unfair on Højbjerg and Bentancur. They were trying their best, but we got overrun, and then they scored. That was the game that Lloris played fantastic in that game. He made the record actually in that game, the most saves in the first half of any goalkeeper ever in the Premiership. So it was they were pounding our goal, but we lost, unfortunately. Yeah, but we beat them this year. That's the main thing.
So Zayn says Maddison at left wing needs to get this fraud. I'm assuming you mean Southgate. Southgate's gone after the Euros, so thank God for that.
Yeah, I don't like Southgate. I just think he's uninspiring. But he's the most successful manager
since Alf Ramsey.
Since Alf Ramsey, but I don't see him as successful because he's not won anything.
Exactly. Facts.
It's not worth getting to a final if you lose it. Exactly. What's the point? Go to the final and win it. You know, and I just don't like the way he sets up the team because he's got so many talented players and he doesn't give them the free will to go and express themselves. It's too system-based. Yeah. What's Noel saying?
Thoughts on Harvey Barnes that he could pick Scotland over England from reports.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that's possible because he's already played for England. I swear to God, he's played for them already. So
Harvey Barnes.
Yeah, Harvey Barnes.
I can check if you want.
Yeah. I have a funny feeling he's already played for England, so
Orange juice?
Yes.
Can I have your room number?
I'm not staying here.
So it's pay as you go, yeah?
Steve Clarke is a Chelsea legend. What a job he's doing as the Scotland manager. Yeah. It's a shame he didn't qualify for the Euros though. Sorry, for the World Cup. I would have loved to see you in the World Cup, Niall. I'm not gonna lie. So, Niall, do you think Scotland will qualify for the Euros? If so, how far do you see them going?
Yeah. Is Noel Kane Scottish?
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Yeah. Scotland played good against Cyprus. That's my mum's country, Cyprus. But they're not a brilliant team. But you can only beat what's in front of you. And they won 3-0. And they were very good in that game. I watched the whole game.
Of course.
Cyprus came close a couple of times. They just didn't quite do it. They hit the bar and they did a couple of good shots, but it's not on target though. They were past the post. But Scotland were you could see they're a lot better team.
Of course.
What do you think? Do you think they're going to go far if they qualify?
They'll be if they get out of a group, that'll be fantastic.
Yeah.
for them.
You see, Scott McTominay, he's like surplus to requirements at Man United, but for Scotland, he's been ripping it up.
Yeah,
He's been playing.
he's one of those players that players like him, Harry Maguire, Jordan
Yeah,
Pickford,
yeah.
always they seem to if it's big up, big up.
Big up, man. Big up.
Yay! Orestes here.
Big up, guys.
Nice one.
So your team had some explaining to do. How did you bottle it to those scumbags?
God, don't even know, man. Literally, 2023, and then my club has got Johnny Evans and Maguire, so that just tells you it, man. It tells you it. So we've got 2 relegated Leicester centre backs. So yeah, it is what it
2
is.
relegated Leicester centre backs. Actually, no. Harry Maguire wasn't relegated with them.
I think he was. Was he? Oh, I don't know. But listen, when you have Johnny Evans giving his contract extended for 1 year, it just tells you it, man. But for me, I didn't like the way how he played. To be fair, sitting back and hitting them on the counter. I'm trying to think of someone, but maybe it's Tottenham. I don't know, but no team does that, bro. But listen, at the end of the day, Arsenal fans can have their moment, their joy, but let's just see, man, because I'm expecting them to do a lot of things this season. So, yeah.
Yeah. I think Manchester United, like, they should make a decision very quickly to get. By January, you need a couple of more centre backs. Like we've dropped Eric Dyer. He's been frozen out, and he went and had a meeting with the club. I think the club called it, but Ange Postecoglou said you're not good enough for my system, not quick enough, too slow, can't pass the ball quickly. So we've dropped him. Thank God. Thank God.
Finally, you have a manager who has balls.
Do you know what I mean? I'm so happy because he's Greek as well, like me. So I'm really proud of him that he's dropped Eric Dyer because he's
Eric
not
Dyer
good
is
enough.
Portuguese.
We've lost the rest. He's gone. He'll come back in. Yeah, I think Ten Hag, he is a strong character. So he will tell the club that these players are surplus to requirements. But I think with the Glazers, they've spent a lot of money, but they haven't got a replacement for Harry Maguire, have they, in defence? They should have really invested in a top centre half, because if you get a top centre half in the central defence, it makes a massive difference to your game.
Yeah, he is doing a good job right now.
What, Ten
And
Hag?
I think I'm saying this right. I'm saying this as a bold early prediction.
Oh, Ange Postecoglou, yeah, he is doing a fantastic job.
I think the top 5 this season in order will be Chelsea 5th, Spurs 4th.
Who are you going to put third?
Third, I'm going to put Liverpool.
Okay.
I think they're going to massively improve from last season.
Yeah.
And second, I'm going to put Man United, and obviously I'm going to put Man City first. I don't think Arsenal finished in the top 5.
You're going to put Man United second. That's a bold one. I would say Man City first, Liverpool second, Arsenal third, Spurs fourth, Chelsea fifth. That's what I think, because I think Chelsea are going to have a better second half to the season. Once Poch wields his magic on the team, because he's a very, very good coach, and he'll get you playing a lot better than you are currently. But it takes time. You can't just do it like straight away. It takes time for the players to get used to
And
Poch's
I've been saying
style.
this on Twitter. The
Yeah.
best managers, all apart from there are only, I think there's only two exceptions. Most of the good managers have terrible first seasons. Think
Mm.
about it. Fergie in '86,
Yeah,
his first season at Man United was absolutely awful. I don't
I
think they
know.
won anything that season either.
They didn't win anything the first season, nor did Pep. Pep finished third,
Uh-uh.
didn't he?
Third, he went trophyless that season. Klopp,
Yeah. He
all
didn't win
look, all
anything.
the greats have bad first seasons.
I know. Jurgen Klopp said it'll take him 4 years to win the Champions League, and he did it. He predicted it, and he did it in 4 years, right? And then he won the league, and then he got second. You know, when they got second by 1 point, he could have easily won the league that season as well. It was just 1 point. But
Yeah.
1 point is still 1 point, isn't it? If you lose it, you can lose it by 20 points, or you can lose it by 1 point. You still lost it. That's the problem.
Of course,
Yeah,
sometimes Klopp makes my blood boil. I'm not gonna lie.
I know what you mean. He can be very annoying with the cheesy smile and like his mannerisms and the way he can get on your goat, can't he? But
Hmm.
sometimes I like him, right? Because he's quite gracious in defeat. Like,
You
but
think? I've seen times in which he's made excuses.
sometimes he is, but the majority of the time he's not. He's like a bit salty, very very salty. You know? But because
Yeah.
Liverpool got
Not
high
a good loser.
standards, right? It's true though, but Liverpool got high standards. For them to lose matches is a big thing, right? And for them not to win a trophy as well, because the previous season they'd won the FA Cup and the League Cup, but that last season they didn't win anything. And they weren't really close either, were they? They were way off. It's not like they lost it by 1 point. They lost it.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I
they
was foolish
recouped.
at one point to say that Liverpool will reach the Champions League final.
Right. Do you know when I knew Liverpool weren't going to have a really good season is when they played Fulham at Fulham, right? And it was a 2-2 draw. And I was looking at their players and I'm thinking they haven't got that fire in the belly. And Fulham were fantastic that match. They played them off the park. They played Liverpool off the park, but it was 2-2. And I thought Liverpool are not going to have a particularly good season. Just from that match, I thought they haven't got that same heart and drive. Soon as they lost Mane from their attack as well, that was a big loss. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see them fight for the ball like Liverpool teams of old.
Yeah. But look,
Yeah.
in Klopp's previous teams, they had fighters.
Yeah. It was lacking last season, and also because Van Dijk had that big injury, he hasn't really quite recovered. So
I mean, you don't. I mean, like from an injury like that, you never fully recover from it.
no, you can see there's a split second where the old Van Dijk would be there, clearing his lines. He's waning. You could see it.
And I think it's the first he got sent off in his last match. I mean, it's the first time in his Liverpool. I think it's his first ever red card in a Liverpool
Yeah.
shirt.
It was a bit harsh, the red card, I must admit, but he was late getting there. That's what I mean. The old Van Dijk would have been there and he would have cleared his lines, but he was late and then he was stretching and then he made the foul.
I mean, like was he going for the ball though, or was he trying to break his ankles? I don't know.
He was just late. I think he was trying to get there, but he was too late. Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yeah,
I
go
want
on.
you to be honest.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
This
Honesty
is all
is my
about
middle name.
like now, Nelson, and you're in an FA Cup. You're in a cup final at Wembley.
Yeah,
The score is 2-2.
yeah,
It's the 5th minute of added time.
right.
Extra time, 2-2. You're the last person standing between the goalkeeper and the opposition striker. If you take that person down, you'd risk getting yourself sent off.
Yeah.
Or do you gamble, saying, you know what, I don't want? Do you gamble on them scoring or risk a sending off?
I would take one for the team. I would try and foul him
Mm,
because I
you
would try.
mean her? You would try
I'm
and
being
foul her?
honest now. I would try to foul that player because if it meant my team winning without me, right, and the risk of them scoring and winning the match in the last seconds,
Oh
I,
well,
I'd
you
take.
could be screwed either way because
Yeah,
you
you
could
could
end up
be, but
like
then
think about you.
if he goes on to score, you've lost the match. If you hack him down, you give your team a chance of winning on penalties.
Yeah, but if you take him down, you could also you get sent off, and then they end up scoring a penalty. They end up scoring from the spot anyway.
Yeah, I get. Oh, would you mean like if I gave a penalty away? I thought
Yeah,
you meant. Well, if it was to give a penalty away, no, I wouldn't. If he's going into the penalty box, but if he's before the penalty box, I would take one for the team. Yeah, and hack him down. I'm only being honest
yeah.
because, especially if it's that late in the match, if it's earlier in the match, I wouldn't hack him down because then he could score still. He could score still, but we've got time to get an equaliser, if you know what I mean.
Of course.
Yeah.
So when I was in
It's a
school, I
hard
always
question,
used to
though.
play. I always used to play as a striker when I was in school. In fact, at one point I was a goalkeeper. Foolish enough in thinking you don't do anything
Yeah.
because you just stay in your box. I mean, it's the hardest job on the pitch.
Oh, definitely. When you stand in a full size goal when you're young, it's like massive. Even when you're an adult and you stand in the goal, it's like so big and you don't realise until you've actually stood there. Because when you see it on the telly, the goal looks quite small, doesn't it? It doesn't look big at all, but it's massive.
Yeah.
That's why the goalkeeper has to be athletic. Got to
So
be the
since
most
this is the
athletic player.
who do you think ends up qualifying from our group to get into the final Euro standings?
Oh, right. I think England and probably Scotland.
Yeah, I think England's. Wait, is it 2 or 3?
No, Scotland. Yeah. Are Scotland in our group? They're not, aren't they? They're in Germany's group.
We play Scotland tomorrow soon. I think it's
Yeah.
for a qualifier.
Okay. Well, I think England and Scotland.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see England and Scotland in the same group, the Battle of Britain, as they would say.
Yeah. It'd be good. It did happen a couple of times as well. And England were the victors. They qualified and Scotland didn't.
Yeah,
Well, the standard of English football, like everybody puts down the standard of Scottish football, but Celtic have won the Champions League. I don't think Rangers have, but Celtic have won it. And they've done very well in the Champions League or Europa League, wherever they've played, they've done very well, Celtic. So,
Oh, oh, it's a friendly. Okay.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, because Scotland are in Germany, Cyprus, and I can't remember the other team. There's another team in their group, maybe Moldova, I'm not sure. Let me check what group they're in. I'll just check. So Scotland's group. Right, I'll go on live score because that way it's quicker.
Okay, Mr. B's confirmed it. Scotland are not in our group.
They're not in our group. I'm just checking who their group is. Right, where's the date? There we go. Right, scores on the doors, because they played Cyprus yesterday. So let's go Friday. Here we go. So in their group, they have, right, so they're top in their group. So they've got Spain in their group. So Scotland have played 5 and got 15 points maximum and a goal difference of 11, followed by Spain, who've played 3 games and got 6 points. And then Norway and Georgia and Cyprus are in their group.
Nice.
Yeah, so they've
Be
got
easy for
maximum
Scotland.
points. They've qualified because Norway, they've played 4 games and only got 4 points. So what do they play? Let's have a look. They play each other twice, so it's 10 games, right? And they've got 15 points from 5 games. So they've practically qualified.
Nice.
Yeah, like Spain beat Georgia 7-1, didn't they? And Croatia won 5-0 against Latvia, and Turkey and Armenia drew. Bosnia Herzegovina beat Liechtenstein 2-1. Luxembourg beat Iceland 3-1. Slovakia lost to Portugal 1-0. Colombia, oh, that's a different one. That's CONMEBOL. This is the Euros. Yeah, so Portugal won as well. So who scored their goal? Oh, Fernandes scored, the Man United player. So what are we going to cover next, Nippon?
I don't think there is much left to cover because it's the international break.
Yes, do you want to do the predictions next week then?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, because then it's more hot. If you do them now, we'll all forget, won't we?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and then we might not reconvene. You don't know because yeah, I'm in Cyprus, not next week, the week after for a holiday, so I can still come on, still get internet over there. Yeah, but I think Spurs are playing Sheffield United. Who are Chelsea playing?
We are playing. I think we're playing Bournemouth on the
Bournemouth, right?
international break. Yeah.
What, away or home? You play Bournemouth away or are you at home, Nippon?
Play them at Dean Court.
Oh, at their ground, yeah. Well, we beat them 3. What did we beat them? 3-1.
Who, Bournemouth?
Yeah, no, we beat them 3-1 at their ground. Spurs, that's what I mean. Spurs, we beat them 3-1.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we beat them and we beat Burnley 5-2. And we beat Manchester United 2-0, and then we drew with Brentford 2-2. So we got 10 from 12. West Ham have got 10 from 12. West Ham might be a little bit of a dark horse this year because they've strengthened very well, haven't they?
Yeah.
They spent their Declan Rice money very well, actually. They brought in Ward-Prowse. Who else did they buy? They've got They managed to keep hold of Paqueta, who's a fabulous player.
Yeah. Sick footballer.
Yeah, he's a very good footballer. I think Manchester City wanted to buy him, didn't they? They were going for him anyway.
Yeah, tells you all you need to know about him.
Yeah, because if Manchester City come calling, you know you're a top player. The thing is, if you go back just over 10 years ago, Manchester City were nowhere to be seen. Like say 12 years ago, actually, they were nobodies. Now they're
Yeah,
like
literally.
they rule the football world in the Premiership, don't they?
Yeah, and you know they can't compare this to the whole Chelsea thing before Roman, because before Roman, Chelsea was still winning trophies.
Yeah, you did. That's what people don't realise. They don't know the Chelsea history. You were winning trophies, maybe not as regularly, but you were still winning them.
Of course.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna hold judgment to that.
yeah. Um, what are your aspirations for Chelsea this season? Where do you see yourself finishing?
Look, I want them.
That's the exit door is there, yeah? Just to go out. This the way, sir, yeah? Yeah, behind. This one we are closing. That's the one exit door, yeah?
Okay.
Are you at an Asian restaurant?
No, but the manager was Asian.
Yeah, I thought because I heard him talking to you. Right, so basically he's telling you to bugger off.
No, he's saying one of them. He's saying they've closed one of the exits.
Oh, okay. Whereabouts are you? In London?
Yeah, Heathrow Airport.
Oh, right. Is that where you work up there?
No,
Are you just
I
up
work.
there? Why are you up there? You doing something else?
No, I just went. I just had dinner.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. Do you have anything nice?
Um, well, I had a nice curry.
Lovely. Can't beat a curry, can you?
Of course not. Right, what I'm
Lovely.
going to do is
How far is the restaurant from your home?
quite far.
All right, so you have to get
So
home.
Zayn says he thinks Chelsea will finish fifth or sixth.
That's what I thought. I think that's a good position. You might go higher because you've
I
had a checkered start. It depends how you pick up from now.
Yeah. So I think,
If you
look,
get
I
fifth, that's
would like
Champions League.
I would like us to win a trophy this season. I just don't see that happening.
Yeah, well, you never know. You never know.
Trust me,
But
if we win a trophy this season, I'm shoving it down all those Arsenal fans that try
yeah,
to laugh.
look, Chelsea have got a lot more investment and resources than Spurs, right? And when Poch was with us, he wasn't really given the help for 18 months. They didn't give him any help, and he still produced miracles. We got to 4 finals, no, actually 3 with Poch, and we didn't win any, but at least he got us there, and we weren't doing anything before that. We were like in the doldrums, and he made us exciting. So he can turn it around. You just got to give him time, because I saw a lot of people saying he's going to be sacked by Christmas.
And
That's
then,
not,
look, don't listen to Twitter. Twitter can be full of idiots.
yeah, like on Twitter they are. They just go over the top, don't they? Are you still there, Nippon? That's it. Yeah,
Hello?
yeah, I'm with you.
1 second, I need to jump out.
Okay. Yeah, so I think Chelsea will probably finish either fourth or fifth, depending on see, because you've had a little bit of a shaky start, losing to Nottingham Forest as well, 1-0 at home. That wasn't good. But you're playing fairly good football, very progressive football. So you can see Poch's style is slowly getting there.
Yeah,
It'll
so
make it'll
someone,
make you play some exciting football, just put it that way.
of course. Anyway, think that we've covered everything for now.
Yeah, thank you very
So,
much, Nippon. I've really enjoyed the stream. Thank you very much for having me on again. I appreciate that. And to
so
everybody in the chat as well.
before we wrap up, people, where can people find you, Ellie?
Okay, so they can find me on Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs every Wednesday. They can find me on Twitter at Spurs R Us, at Ellie Hoybier, at Queen Ellie Hoybier. And they can also find me on Monday daytime on Football Heritage TV with Sava, who's growing in popularity. I think he's got over 11,000 subscribers now. So it's a big show for Spurs, the Spurs community anyway. And I'm very excited because it's me and Kate on his show every single Monday. And other than that, you can catch me on the Free Spurs Boys as well with Bobby Kay, who I absolutely adore. Oh yeah, there's one other channel I'd like to big up, actually too. Eltel Cockerell is my very good friend Jose, who I actually met on Twitter. We became friends and we've done some podcasts. And the other one is Meta Football TV with Chris. Yeah, so big up to all the shows. Big up to your show as well, Nippon. I
Thank
really
you.
really enjoy your show. It's very good.
And you can find me on all those socials below. You can find me as an occasional panelist on Worldwide Chelsea. Go
Right.
subscribe to Worldwide Chelsea if you haven't already. Sadiq is a very nice guy. Go give him a subscribe if you haven't already. You can also find me as an occasional caller on Football Carnage TV, presented by Grizz Khan.
Nice.
Also a panelist on the Big Six. So go subscribe to his channel if you haven't already, as well as Turkish LDN, the person who presents the Big Six. And yeah, with that being said, we shall see you all in the next show. Big up.
Big up.